Welcome, everybody, to Mind-Bending Shenanigans, and properly to the Jewelry Box. And finally, long time on my wish list, or to-do list, whatever, I'm introducing this badly. It's time for RiME! This is a loading screen. And eventually the title screen, presumably. There we go. That's not a title screen. Alright, well. Sure. Sure, fine. Everything seems to be in order. Let's do it! Greybox presents. Sure are some waves. A leaf! Tequila! That's not a leaf. That's like... What is that? Is that a cape? Ah! There it is. RiME. Gonna need that over there eventually. Bird. Bird. Well, we're dead. We're not dead. We've had a rough night at sea. Okay. Crab, 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 crab. Yeah, crabs. Carcinization will come for us all. Appreciate the crabs while you can. Before you have to deal with the crabs. I have a jump. Wait a minute. I have forward momentum when I jump. Okay, well, as ever, bunny hopping is the fastest mode of movement. I've just got to figure out the rhythm. Obviously, you're trying to guide me the other direction, but fuck you. I do what I want. Nope. No, I don't. No, I do not. That is back in the water. That is not what we want, probably. Maybe there's some stuff in the caves. I'm sure we'll get there. What if I don't immediately fuck off from where I'm supposed to be in a game for once? Yeah. Okay, yeah, this is absolutely gorgeous. You were right. Ooh! Oh god, we have a dodge roll. That's very bad news for the combat. Nobody told me this was a Souls-like. Crab. Ah, I can climb that, can't I? There's no mantling, is there? At least not yet. Oh yeah, that sure is a camera angle. Might need to... Just noticing a few details.
Notice this detail?
Oh, that's a lot better. Okay, cool. Yep, just turn down the shadows a smidgen, Jules. That fixes everything. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Gordon.
Hello, Gordon.
Gordon. Ah! Boar! And here I thought this game would be engaging, but I've been bored already.
Look, Gordon. Dinner.
Do you... Can you don't? Ah, you are an invisible wall, as well as a wild hog.
What?
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 None.
It's an invisible wall, as well as a visible wild hog.
Colonel.
Yeah, if there were 29 to 49 more of them, I might have a solution as recommended by the media. But...
Anyways, I brought dinner.
Yep.
I sure did make food.
Woo! Alright, 1 second. There we go. Dual commentary mode. Now, I know you meant guns, but I kind of love the notion of just, like, the person going on about wild boars is also the guy going on about wildebeests.
I was just thinking, does he really like weaponry? Or does he really hate those hogs? He just really hates wild boars. Enough that he'll stomach having weaponry.
Whoa, whoa, what the fuck was that? Huh, okay. There is indeed some snapping.
What?
Oh no! I'll miss you. Have fun with anime and Crush.
I thought I was your... Bye-bye.
This looks spiky. Nope, just vines. Oh, E.
So it was mine.
I have a melon. Oh,
You've attracted the pigs.
I sure have.
Melons? Also, yes, E will usually give you melons.
Here's hoping. Melons?
Maybe.
Now I know why I wanted to play this game. There's a fox. What the fuck? What the fuck? What? I assume I am meant to follow that.
Likely, yes.
Unfortunately, I didn't see where it went.
Down the road. Or down there.
Ah, to that swirly statue.
Yes.
I see. doesn't look like I can probably get to that beacon right now.
It was brightly colored and moving a bunch, so it was not hard for me to keep track of it.
Yeah, fair.
Caw!
Sploosh!
Oh, got hurt.
Alright. Maybe I don't do that. Ah. Okay. So there are 4 of them. All aligned with their statue.
Ah.
Oh, there was one that didn't require any puzzling. Of course there was. Caw! Okay, this is fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew it was... I was told that it would be. But it really is. I can make that, right? Oh, what's this?
Oh, well.
Ooh-woo?
Oh, well.
There's a quarter of a
Plate.
plate of some kind. Huh.
I wonder if you're able to order another one.
Alright. Well, I will continue venturing to the lighted beacons.
I mean, plate mail is a thing, so... Hi!
What you standing on?
What you doing there, buddy?
Hello?
Nothing at all. You're just not animating properly.
Hello? Hello?
No.
Okay.
I brought you food and you're not even eating. I'm not actually upset.
How long do you expect me to delay stream for, Daniel? I'm not actually upset either. I love you.
Before it gets cold.
I suppose that's a fair point, yeah.
Then it won't be any good.
Ooh! Hello!
Hi!
Why? No, I wish to see person.
They are, yes. This is where it's a journey.
Oh, I see. That's why you were showing me that. Ah, no. Up. Up, motherfucker.
It looks like you're supposed to be able to get up on that roughed up ledge there.
Where?
Right
That
in front
one?
of you, yeah.
Ah, yes, I am indeed. Is this person gone?
They
Person is
are.
gone. Of course they are.
Caw!
Grass. So where's the last beacon then? Oh. Aurora Borealis.
At this time of year,
At this part of the wherever the fuck we are.
this time of day, well, it is nighttime now.
Yeah. It's
Localized entirely on your island? He's still there.
Sure is. It's gotten a little closer to land now. So... yeah, that's the last one that needs to be found, and... maybe it doesn't line up.
Perhaps not.
Well, follow the beacons. Oh, this is what I had almost converged on before. Was Wojies. Alright. Okay.
I was gonna make a beacons are lit, Gondor calls for aid, but that is just a tower.
Yeah? Jellies!
Oh, don't touch those. Oh, you can't. They're acting as an indicator of a barrier.
Cool. I can't actually go up this, can I? No. I probably need to get onto wherever that bridge is. Down here's the fail state. Probably. For when I fall off that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's what I get for trying to go straight for it.
Yeah, you never go straight.
Glad I found the jellies, though.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the tutorial beach again. Whoops! So... where, then? How, then? Man twerked to death. Ah, like that. Okay. And there's another one of these things. No, this is not a quarter of a plate. This is...
Pig? Fox!
Tiny foxhole friend. I assume I will find out what the hell those are about later.
Probably.
Ying, 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 ying.
Me too, kid.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Ah, Assassin's Creed rules.
I also subscribe to the Ass Creed.
I know. Whose ass?
Mine. Haul from old country.
What?
Hey, it's that person again. Who is now gone, of course.
Weird interdimensional shit. Maybe this is Journey.
It all fox. I shouldn't, right? But I'm gonna. No, I'm not.
Apparently, you're not.
Well, despite all that water, I just die.
This is gorgeous.
This is gorgeous. I'm quite taken with it already. And nothing has happened. That's not the way to go. This is also not the way to go. Ah, I can descend these too. Hello. Ah, there was that pit from before. I probably could have made that. Alright, I've now interacted with the 4 tiny fox statues.
Now the big one.
Now the big one.
Touch it gently.
Foxo friend.
A baby. Ah!
Hello?
You should have expected that the fox itself was magic, all things considered. Considering it appeared by magic.
No, it didn't appear by magic. The fox was imprisoned in that statue. Which means
What
it's
did he do?
absolutely good news.
What did he do? What the fox doing?
Okay. It's a tiny thing, but I gotta give this game huge props for I don't have to push multiple directions to go up this staircase. It just fixes forward to be up the staircase.
Ooh, that is nice. Baby? A child. Oh, don't like that Kodama-looking face.
No, me either.
Those always freak me out.
Kodama, bowling ball.
Corpse.
Fox.
You
Fox.
look at a face that empty and tell me that it doesn't look like a shriveled face.
Ooh, what's this?
Another one. Huh.
No, can't say I like that. Thanks, Kodama. God damn it, Sid. There's always something in the waterfall. There's not always something in the waterfall. Wait. Ah!
Okay.
It is a timed thing.
It looks like an hourglass in it.
That makes sense. Peg. Peg, 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 peg. Fox. Oh no, wait, how do I... Just like that, okay. What a good little guy!
A baby!
I'm so happy. Foxes are so good. Foxes are so good. I love them.
I have to say though, it is funny to me that Sonic.
I thought that was just an enormous nut.
It is funny to me though that it seems like every single culture, the second they see a fox, will look at it and go, bastard.
Oh, wait.
You have to get it.
I have to get all of them.
Almost.
Dang it!
I think you can get it with that one though.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
Okay, as with the last time you made this is delicious.
And instead of the entire day, this took like 20 minutes and then another 20 for releasing pressure.
Yeah. Pressure cooker's good.
Oh, yeah.
Also, we have lore. Shadowy figure following the fox. What did the fox do? That's a great question.
What did the fox say?
All right, it's been a
You
great
thought that
stream
was
this
dead,
evening.
didn't you?
No. I have a fox persona. It never dies. It's always there annoying me.
It always haunts you.
Well, one of those plates. I'm sure it's probably nothing.
Oh, yeah, probably just not.
More of that strange oil.
Yeah. It's probably gonna have nothing to do with this guy who looks kind of like a demon and is definitely a furry. I'm never gonna be able to hear it, or I'm never gonna be able to imagine it as anything but Tybalt got boned by Vorinclex.
I mean... Yeah.
Just Tybalt is a furry, and... when they said put his seed into Tybalt, it was...
I see what you're on about.
Ah.
No. I see what you're on about. I get it. I'm wise to your games. Oh, goodbye. Ah, also, platform with a sigil of an eye. That's going to be important symbols for later. I'm sure. Ooh, what's this? Just a bush.
Oh, whoa.
What's this? What's this? Oh, whoa. Oh, hello. Hello? I don't think I can make that.
I don't know that you can.
Alright. Sure. That's perfectly survivable. Oh, there's water down here. That's vaguely skull-shaped. Never mind, those are... I see. It's not nearly tall enough. What do I do about that? Ah. I see it. Alright.
Neat.
Lizard! Tiny lizard! There's environmental lizards.
There's more than one!
Yeah.
There's more than one!
Look at them.
I think I saw a third one.
Glass of water. No ice. No water. Lizard. I'm gonna need to move that. Probably to there. I appreciate that it hints its way into the center. Did you see it slide a little?
I did.
This is a good video game so far. Slurp. Now, why?
Are we here?
Why were things locked away? What is the fox hinting us at? Is the fox evil? I'm gonna be so mad if the fox is evil. Doesn't look like I can do anything with that yet.
I bet if he's not, they thought he was.
Yeah.
Because like I said, every culture, the second they see a fox, the first time, they think, that is a bastard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Is there something that direction?
There's not, currently.
Yes, there is.
But I'm missing part of it. Oh! Oh, I see.
You have to take
I have to take the property from that one, I think.
Yeah.
Not altogether sure how I do that.
By lining it up.
And now that becomes on the movable platform, doesn't it?
Sure does.
Neat! Ah, that's not on the button enough. Nor really should it have been, but, you know.
No.
Excuse me. Disengage. Thank you. I love it.
I need to go get my nighttime pills. And I'll be right back, probably with more of this food. Good heavens, this is tasty.
Fucking white bean soup, it's good. All right. Sorry to keep you waiting, Fox. There was a delicious soup. I'll be back to it, I'm sure. Oh! It's the red-cloaked figure. Don't you goddamn... Don't you goddamn... You did. Hi?
What's happening? What happened?
I don't altogether know.
Okay.
There's... The red-caped figure was here, and then there's this mural of... bunch of people, someone wearing a crown looking at the tower, and as I continue walking around, they start glowing. But the person with the crown is glowing the most.
Yeah?
Pots. For as simple as that soup is, it might be one of my favorite things from the slow cooker so far. Ah, this is a key of some kind. Or a tool of some kind?
E. Key.
Key.
Key A Sports. It's in the palm of your hand.
Okay, so it looks like we only got it the once, so...
It's in the wall. Huh.
Looks like I would have to be in the middle in order to activate that. Hello.
Hello!
I need 2 of those to activate the Sphinx. There's one in the middle, but... Okay, so those... I think those are trees, but those sure look like dragon talons from right now, don't they? Just, like,
Yeah?
erased above the ankles, somehow.
Do look like feet. Can't show those on Twitch.
For free. Or, no, wait, I can only show them on Twitch for free. Also, unless my category is set to just chatting or something, apparently.
Yeah.
You can get away with all manner of things if you,
Fox.
Fox! Wait, is this not a case of needing to activate all of them at once? Oh, it still is. Hey, Foxo.
Or maybe in the proper order?
Yeah, depending on the length of time it takes them to fuck around to the right point. Doesn't look like it.
No.
There's got to be something else here. Hello. Well, I've been noticing butterflies gather at interactable things. Where is the fox? Oh. Yeah, the gold arch does look like a key, you're right.
So if there's one of those
Oh.
things...
Oh.
Oh.
So that over there needs to go up to that, and then...
What if you shout from where those butterflies are?
I can't. Yeah, that gold arch is absolutely going to be, you know,
A thing.
shrunken into a key, I think. Well, I think the most obvious destination is this way. So let's go this way.
One thought though. If you go the direction of the Golden Arch,
Ying! Oh.
oh,
Well, what were you gonna say? Now that it doesn't...
I was gonna say that it looked like there was something that way that might have one of those things in it, and you might end up with the baby. Left shift near the ledge.
Oh, gosh. You're right. Whoops!
Too far.
Nope, that's not a platform. Looks like I ought to be able to land on those rocks below me, but there aren't any rocks below me. There we go.
Yeah.
Fox! Follow the fox. Reminder to you, if you are not already following the fox, follow the fox. Yeah? Four at once, huh? Ah. Well, I feel like I ought to have been on that, but... Let me go, let me go, let me go, let me go. There we go. Oh, I was meant to go that way, wasn't I?
I don't know.
I feel like I was meant to go this way.
Oh, I think so, yeah.
Oh, yeah! Okay, so that's exactly what's going to happen with these towers, is those are going to amplify me.
Yeah.
And now, this one is in such a position to amplify all of these.
Yeah, and then if you...
Oh, come on, that's close enough. Sick!
Damn!
Bird.
Bird.
Okay. Wait, those are climbable, aren't they?
They
Yes. I thought I fucked that up for a bit. Can I just... Doesn't hit a third one. Where's... third one?
There was a timed thing as well.
I think the third one is frozen in that metal there. It needs to be released in similar, like, weird fashion. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to grab it this time. So now it should reach the time guy, which I assume opens this bridge? No. Yeah, I don't have the necessary time to move the thing back.
So you have to just move.
So I have to just do that myself. Yeah.
Looks like next stage is up.
No.
It gets over there, but not far enough.
Yep. That's fine. I'm sure I'll complete that later. That or that was a like, not technically necessary anymore thing because I went one way versus the other first. Up. Up. Thank you. Yeah, that stops being stairs real quick. Hello? There we go. Got stuck for some reason. That's not helping? Oh, wait. Surely I can't stand on... I can. Okay.
I was gonna ask if you could get higher up, because it looked like you needed to.
I just wasn't sure how. And now, through the power of shouting. Gorgeous. Gorgeous!
Not
That's
stone
some
trees.
quick trees.
There are programs for that, aren't there?
Oh, and that also activates that as our way out. Okay, I see. Neat. Can I just... Kinda. Where? Where are you? There are you. It'd be irresponsible of me to just go down, wouldn't it? Then again, the climbing rings are gone, so... What?
Nothing. Just go down.
This is fucking cool. I am on board for it. Yeah. Is there an air meter? Probably. It probably just fades to black and then respawns somewhere again. Give. So that's one key.
Looks like the other direction to go is the big gold archway.
Yep. Pig. Pig, 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 pig. Crunch. Well, you wouldn't have given me orange trees unless I could... Wait. There we go. What? Ah! Is that enough?
It is not.
It
Oh,
is!
It is!
Awesome. Oh, but I need to... Well, maybe I don't. Alright. Yeah.
And you are in here now.
Is that an amplification orb? No, this is something else.
Perhaps it goes...
Okay, one of them goes on that.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me? Huh. No, fucking on the plinth. Can't get another one. So I pick it up real fast and... And then I get myself over there. On my own. Remarkably, I think that was actually what I was meant to do. Put it on the... There we go. Neat.
Yeah,
That
I think it was.
Looks vaguely like a face for a second. You sound pained, honey. Fox, honey. Wait.
Honey Fox?
Then again, I did make you wait for me while I ate soup. Yeah. Ah, okay. So picking up more than one
Probably
fizzles the
same one.
previous one. No! No, I need that! Give.
But I don't think it fizzles from... There's already one on there.
Oh, wait. Oh, there is! Okay. So what's this do? Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait, no, I see. Put it back. Now you can get from that one over to the other.
Oh, I sure can. You're right. Oh.
Wait, no, you'll have to...
Does that...
No.
That opens the main door. Okay, so that lowers that. This deactivates... Huh.
Oh. I think I know how to do it.
Spawners are deactivated, though. Yeah, shoot.
So the one that currently has... that you currently have in the front. Take it off?
This one.
Yes. Put it on the... Nope, not there. On the platform that will be raised when you activate.
Oh, right.
Now, move that one over to its other side. And now put it over there. And move the other orb back. And it's got a little lip there so that you won't end up losing it.
Great! For some reason, I didn't think that these would persist as I put them down, and that's kind of messing with my logic here. But,
Yeah.
I mean, they obviously do.
I can see why you worry about that, though.
They seem fragile. Okay.
Yeah, now you can just put that one in the keyhole.
And that whole platform is a giant eye thing, isn't it? Yup. That's so freaking cool.
Yes. I
Yeah.
bet there's a way for you to drop down off of those safely. Over to the... Yeah.
Ah, yes, of course. Good enough. Thunk. Hey, friend. Crunch, 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 crunch. Oh. There were instructions for this one, too. Oh, well, I'm a genius. I figured out the first 3 puzzles of the game. I'm a genius.
Are we about to see it?
Oh,
No.
hello.
Oh no! With the fox.
Yeah, with the fox. Okay, they're still there. They're still there in the upper left. And now they're not. God damn it. I knew it.
Animorphs.
Ha!
Wait a minute. What?
So the person in the red cape...
Is you waking up on the beach?
Yeah?
Are you also the king?
Is the other person in the red cape the king? I don't understand yet.
I don't know. you want me to look at all of this, just make it a cutscene so you don't fall off the edge.
Well, and it's doing the thing again where forward is not actually... Like, forward is just go this way. Fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean I'm further than you got, by the way? I've been playing for an hour. Is this game short? I should have looked.
Well, remember, Sid didn't like the mechanics.
I guess that's true.
Didn't like how they were implemented on the Switch.
Right, right.
So he didn't play much of it. Clenched.
Don't clench too hard, you can break it.
Break my butthole?
Well, objects inside.
Broken penises.
Ball!
Huh.
Yeah. Wait.
Oh!
That's cool. So that's one statue, or one shadow aligned. Wait.
Maybe you're the prince.
And here's a lighthouse keeper being beheaded by a laser beam. Neat. Just want to keep kind of dicking around with the moon.
Moon.
And you reposition the moon. That's so cool.
They also have more than one sun, it looks like, and more than one moon.
That's so cool.
Yeah. There they are again.
Yup. Fops. I'm you from the past. No, 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 no. Hi, sparkly wall. Hi, dark room.
Hmm. Oh.
Oh, okay. That stuff that glows when I move. This whole place is made of it. That is very dark on the capture card. Good lord.
Wow. Okay. Hey, hey, hey.
It's in the A. Oh.
Oh! You can go in the hole now.
It was made for me!
Well, everybody, welcome to Spooky Scary Saturdays.
Oh. Is that it? Do I just shout at the flames? Maybe there's a number of those I need to find in this area, and I just accidental to finding the one hidden behind a pot. That seems like me. Oh no! Bonk. That's what I get for not looking where I'm going. Yeah...
Aha. There's something back there.
Maybe?
Looked like there was a hole you could climb through.
Well, there's just kind of a lot of those little details, actually. Another flame? No. There was only the one flame. Wait.
Shout?
Can't. Not near anything worth shouting at. Oh, flame pedestal. Nope.
No flame. So no flame?
So no head shouts and clay pot smashes on the ground.
There might be something back there, though. Oh, that may be the one you're supposed to go into.
Very possible. There is a distinct possibility.
I was about to make the joke.
Oh yeah? There's too many ha's. Oh, that's much more. That's much thinner. Wait. Is this what I already walked through?
Doesn't
Nope.
seem like it, no. There was never anything red like that.
Well, that's also the person in
Oh,
the cape.
yeah.
Hi.
Hello.
Not letting you do line of sight shenanigans on me this time. Cape friend. No!
I don't think they will. Until it becomes, like, plot-relevant stuff. For them to disappear. No, I can still see them. A tiny bit of it.
I assume I have to go around and light all of these up.
Looks like it.
Well, there are a lot of them. That was a bold move.
Bless you!
Worked, though. Also, bless you, Sid.
Yeah. Oh.
Damn it!
Well, they're still lit up, at least.
Okay, there's that.
Gotta be a little more careful in this area, I guess.
There we go. Are there any others that I've missed?
I don't know.
Yep.
Oh.
Hello.
Voices?
What's this?
I looked like a penis.
Oh, that is a hole. That is a hole. Ah, that's what the humming is for.
Is that your mom?
Hi. What are you? Creepy as shit.
Gave you a bit of guidance, though.
True. Pick a corner.
No.
This is weird.
They're bisexual, they can't make a decision.
I believe you. There's one. Possibly the last one? Yes. Damn it. I mean, I knew it was going to happen, but damn it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what? Oh, it's a tree. Okay. Abrupt camera change. Foof. Oh, yeah. Too many haws. I don't know if this is actually doing anything.
I don't know either.
Fox. Fox. Lots of fox.
Fox fires.
This is a tall place. This is a very tall place. Probably that place in that illustration. Sure is tall. Oh, hello.
That's your dad? Is that your dad? I hope he's better than my dad. My dad's kind of a dick.
That's why I'd like to thank the sponsor of this stream, Hall's Throat Lozenges. If you ever have to shout at 16 million lanterns in a row, you're gonna be hoarse. Thank you.
Wait, no.
No.
It's fine, don't worry about it.
I'm a little worried about it.
It's fine, don't worry about it.
I know what you're doing.
It's fine. I told you, it's fine.
Ha! Bird.
Huh.
Really? I can't ha at those ones?
Nay.
This hallway's doing that thing where you'll never actually get to the end of it, isn't it?
Oh, that was too hot to do for a joke. And also, it was getting sweaty in there. I'm kidding. I'm not into that weird stuff. The stuff I like can get a little oddish, though.
It's oddish. Yeah? Yeah? What the fuck's about to happen? What is this?
And then they all died. You lost all your color. Hello.
Hello?
I was joking about this being a journey sort of thing, but are you about to become the person who's been following you?
Maybe? I have no idea. I mean, this is the red cape at sea from the opening sequence that you weren't here for. Perhaps this is indeed like backward in time things. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah. That looks kind
no.
of bad.
It
That
sure
looks
do.
extremely bad.
It certainly does.
But also, why is the ocean just like a block of stone?
Might have been like a field of sand or salt.
Yeah, block of salt. That was the second loading screen. What in the fuck? Oh yeah.
Oh no. I don't like that. I don't like any of that.
So something happened, which was either God,
Boy.
which was extremely bright and or extremely loud, judging by the people clutching their ears and or eyes, and turned them all into just still standing ash.
And then there's whatever the hell are watching us.
Is this also a metaphor for the atomic bomb?
God, I fucking hope not.
Yeah, I don't
even have hair long enough yet to braid.
I don't care for them.
I don't like them.
So now we're in like the king area part, I guess. Still following our little yippy friend. Hey friend, I gotta go this way. I'm bigger. What's that?
Looks like a mural.
That is filling itself in. Oh?
As soon as you... Oh, that's not good. I just noticed the big motherfucker. Foreshadowing.
The big moon dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I've already activated one of those at this point, haven't I?
The moon will take you.
Little
Friend.
foxo.
The friend.
Meh.
But...
Meh.
Ah!
Oh yeah. Oh no, it was being a little bit more literal. That's one of those towers. Where are you, you yappy bastard? There you are. Hi. Bark. Oh, Techno's here.
Is that just how Techno announces himself now?
Yeah! I'm here
Love
for
it.
it.
I don't think you're... Oh.
There we go. Okay, that really was not working for a little while. So again with the moon thing. Oh. Fuck was that? You saw that person-shaped shadow run away.
Oh, it was you!
It's the big fucker! It's Meta Ridley! Meta Ridley! Ah, who is now
Fucking with your puzzles.
fucking with the sky.
Yeah, I feel that. He wants the shiny for his... she wants the shiny for her nest.
Hey, yeah. Oh, yeah?
Oh? Howdy.
I assume I can't just go that way. Yep.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, no.
Wait, why do I still have that going on? Is it still pursuing me?
Answer is yes.
Yes.
So you have to go that direction.
I have to go that
Under
direction
those.
and keep to cover. Or I probably fucking die. What's closer, that one?
Looks like the one right in front of you there.
Wow, I'm extremely uncomfortable with this whole stealth arrangement.
Oh, no.
Where? Just somewhere? Probably down here.
Fucking hope so. Or not.
Nope!
Shut.
This might have been a shortcut. Earlier. How are you tonight, Techno? We are pursued by bird. Fuck was that? Lizard.
Yay, lizard.
Because we dared to interact with something shiny.
Oh, it turns to face you.
Yeah, like all the rest of them, but this time it's attached to a wall. We were trying to solve a puzzle and then Ridley showed up and took the shiny because bird.
For the red windmill. Lizard!
Lizard! What a cute little lizard. Ah.
Huh.
So they generate a storm that repels the bird? Or creates the... I don't know. Something. My magic shout does a lot of things. Was that key specifically for the red one, or is that just the one I'm closest to?
It looks like it was for the red one.
What's that one?
That's not... That one's white.
Shit. Where's the red one?
That's blue.
So red's probably that way. What an unfortunate predicament. Oh, shittles. No, no. No, 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 no.
Oh, I guess the one behind you is the red one. It's just barely a different color, though.
Okay. I will work my way that way, then. Again. What's the tolerance on this?
Decent.
Okay. Also, I can chain rolls together pretty easily if I mash. Oh. Ah, a king and a child in a cape fight the thing?
Or what if that's showing... I don't know. It might be...
Oh. Oh, I see. Sun and moon panels. It has to be put... No, fucking shout at it. There we go. Covers that. Okay, new mechanic, light and shadow.
Neat. Oh.
Right, of course, because the little face turns to... Yeah, alright. So this should be fine, yeah? A little more. Oh. Yeah. In front of this, because that's the purpose of Stonehenge.
Yeah. And then standing in front of that will get you further down because you can also block that, but then...
Wait. Can I just... Yes, I can!
Ooh, yeah.
Any shadow. Lizard.
Lizard.
I do love the little lizards. They're very cute. Lizard. Am I vulnerable out here again?
Yes.
Yep. Oh boy. Well, you know how to solve puzzles. What about solving them under duress? Hello?
Don't like that. I don't like that.
Ah, that must be the storm that this thing is containing. Or was containing. the storm that either creates or releases the bird. Hard to tell which. I can't see shit. Oh.
You are also in danger.
Ah! Oh boy. Okay. Not entirely clear on what I meant to do.
Activate it and then run in the hole. You've already activated it. Run to the hole.
What hole? Oh, no. Go up here. Haha, can't get me in here. I hope.
Answer looks to be no.
But where am I going? Touching this is probably hurty, yeah? No, okay. I cannot change the camera. Oh, yeah? Okay. I don't think that's where I'm meant to be going.
No, I don't think so either.
I'm under a thing. You can't get me. Fuck off, Ridley. Fuck off, Ridley. Okay. Okay, so I'm definitely meant to hop around this. But then what? Then what am I doing? I am at a complete loss. What am I doing? Oh, I'm in first person again, somehow.
Oh, over there. It looks like.
Nope.
Oh.
That is far too long a jump.
Yeah. Oh, statue over there.
What?
There's a statue over there that's still glowy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
You gotta...
Look, man. It just looks like any other statue. And now the bird gets hit by lightning. Ah! Ah! Ah!
Yeah? He is not immune to the hurdy-burdy.
The hurdy-burdy?
The hurty-burdy.
Love it. Bolt the bird. Evergreen advice. Okay. I'm not clear on why exactly releasing this is a good plan. Hi.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Are you hostile?
The opposite.
Scared of us?
Okay, well, based on that, I have an idea of what's going on.
Yeah?
We're releasing the energy of storms previously captured by the windmills to generate power for the king's civilization, the ruins of which now stand before us, because... Oh, look at all this limitless energy. We can just capture it all, nothing bad will happen. And so these are probably shades of, I have to assume, the enslaved people, because nobody would build their own goddamn windmills in the kind of civilization I'm imagining here.
Yeah.
And so they are scared of us because we resemble their previous captors. Especially the cape, I assume. Anyway, that's my working idea. And so with the release of that, their spirits are visible. Yeah. Just a thought. Definitely no real world inspiration or political whatever. Video games are always political. Fuck you. Oh, what the? There we go. Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
I do love the birds.
Yeah.
So now we reach a new sub area. Down, please. There we go. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Son of a
Oh, you
bitch.
got the thing on the edge of your vision now.
Haha, I can't come from me underwater. What the fresh
Oh.
fuck are those?
Air bubbles, maybe?
Maybe. Let's see if it's Sonic 2 hours. It is! Alright. Dun 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 dun. No video game ever has terrified me as much as the Sonic 2 drowning music. Oh, thank God, they come back real quick. Otherwise, my adventure down here would get real short. Excuse me. What?
Nothing.
Oh, these are climby rocks.
Sound design of this is amazing.
Indeed. I understand your controls now. Next windmill.
The blue one.
Now, how do I leave? Presumably the same way I came in. But, you know, in reverse. Which was down here. Looks like just with bird danger, the shadows poking in from the corner of my vision is my warning for oxygen. So, there's a wall of jellyfish over there. And a bird threatens me from above everywhere else.
So it looks like getting into the blue windmill is this.
Yeah. Follow the school. Bubbles? Bubbles, please? Okay. Oh, I missed it. I see. Haha.
Hit you.
Yeah. Little boat got capsized in the sea. I need 2 keys. Mother of fuck.
Ah.
Fish. Fish. That's a lot of fish.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to guess the other key is in the other, like, large-ish building. Not infinite air, that's what the large bubbles are about. It's Sonic the Hedgehog logic. Hi. Oh, it's our friend, the little face thingy.
Yeah.
Okay, so if that's pointing that way, then this. Sure. Close enough. Now we have 2 keys.
Yeah.
And once again, I leave in the same fashion I entered. Where is Bubble? Where is Bubble? I don't like that I have to endure the vision doing that. There, Bubble. Oh, these fish aren't just 2-dimensional.
Wow.
They're actually a bunch of little 3D fish.
Oh, you're right. The model does show both keys on the belt.
Yeah.
And also the fact that these are 3D models of fish and not just...
I mean, I know that's not terribly hard these days, but every so often you still run into a game that, like, oh, they're background details, we'll just make 2D fish.
Yeah, but those weren't really background details. They're right up in your face.
True. Sometimes you run into it even then.
Yeah.
Ooh, we got a shouty ball. And a little bit of water. Oh. So Shouty Ball will open...
Whichever one you're standing in front of. Or it's being...
It needs just a little bit of... Oh?
That's the light source. Okay.
Alright. So there's a position in here, then. There's a position in here from which I can block 2 of them.
And then stand in front of the last one?
Stand in front of the last one. And then shout. No! Oh. Okay. Yes!
Yeah!
This actually seems like a sort of bad place to be. Going up. Going up. Going up. There we go. Okay, so the perspective japes thing happens now? No.
Huh.
Not yet. Oh, the door is already open. I need to bring something in here, I betcha.
Careful of the bird.
Am I at risk of birding?
Yes.
Yep. Unfortunate.
Better climb fast.
Okay. Well, is there anything I can do in here, then? Possibly still underwater? Not likely. Considering there are no bubbles.
Yeah.
Obvious light source. Oh, wait. Hang on. No. I need... Can I free... Not from down there. I'll drown if I have to do it from down there. I think anywhere in shadow is... No, it's not. Anywhere in shadow is not safe. Okay, so I can't come out here yet. Wait, yes I can. I see them now.
That's why I said climb fast.
Well, I didn't see it yet.
You're not covered.
Oh.
You weren't actually under something.
I was on... Look, if this is a valid respawn point, then I should be safe there.
You weren't there.
Oh.
Because of the shading.
Right. Shadows. Of course. Okay.
You can jump up there.
I can.
I think so. No. Oh dear. Bad plan.
Oh, wait. Where did that block go?
Right there. Yeah.
There we go. That's what I needed. Because now there's a platform by which this can become... a shouty orb.
A light source as well. No, it's just a light source.
Oh. Oh, right.
Yeah. And now you yell. Okay.
Adding yet further water. Oh, wait. That just gives me cover out here, doesn't it?
Yeah. You do still need to breathe, unfortunately.
But now I can jump across to the other side and have something to be under the water. Well, no, maybe I can't. I don't know where I'm going yet. Oh.
Oh.
What a thing to miss.
And now the other plug.
Yeah. Eat shit, bird. Fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
I see you. Golden railing. So are there more shades out here then now, or? Fish people? No? Okay.
Some on the shore, it looks like.
Oh yeah. Hey, there's a little foxo friend. And a boat. Ah, boats had better days. Also, I still got stuck in it somehow. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I feel bad. I scare you somehow. Okay, we have returned to having color, which means we have returned to having bird.
Do you go down in that pond?
Yes.
Ah.
This is deeper than it looked. Foof. Bird. Considering all of the bird statues, I wonder if this bird is not so much a symptom of, like, the absence of the storm.
Perhaps. But perhaps an angry god or something.
Yeah. I'm just enthralled. Alright, bird warning. Yep. Where?
I think that way? To the right? I'm not sure, though.
That's not adequate cover.
Yeah, shit.
Whoops.
Well, now you know.
Gee, I wonder if this shelter will help me.
No.
No. Okay, do not roll. Now roll. Not that way.
Friend.
Fox. Fen friend. It's not a fennec fox, but you know what I'm getting at. Oh shit.
Oh. Oh.
Hello, lizards.
Lizard friends.
Give me exactly this game, but the friend we were following is a giant lizard. And instead there are small foxes all over the walls. Lizard. All of the animals are just very cute in this game.
Yeah.
Except for Bird.
Bird has a pretty design.
Bird has a pretty design, but Bird is a bastard.
Birdsterd.
Birdsterd. Bird.
Bardsterd. No, wait, that's something else.
Hello.
Hi.
Don't like it. Do not like it. If you tell me that there's a key that I was supposed to have found on my way here, I'm going to be mad. What's this?
Huh.
Oh, it's a giant stone ship.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. There is a correct rotation value. Okay, so that one needs to be covered for the door to be open. Huh. That's just the configuration I had it in when I got here.
You may want to keep it like
That?
or at least with that raised, that one on the right. No, back one.
Yeah.
Because I think you want to get over to the platform behind you. And you will need the platform on the right to do that.
Is there any kind of box I can grab in order to reach that?
No, it looks like if you just jump up to the platform on the right and then over to the...
Oh. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that hole is gonna be a problem, isn't it?
Bird surprise!
Yeah. Ah, come on, really?
Fuck off.
What a dick.
I was perfectly on that platform.
Well, he scared you off of it.
I knew it was gonna be there.
Oh, he's just there now.
Yeah.
I don't think you can get past there. I think you need to try something else.
Oh. Nope.
Oh.
Alright. Tell me what stone boat does.
Okay.
So now...
Oh.
I see. No, go down. Thank you. Damn it. Too far down.
Hmm. Yeah.
Can I just go across the beam?
I think that's the goal. Oh no.
Wait. Oh. But now the rotation is different. There we go. That's adequate.
Huh, yeah.
Alright. Not what I expected to need to do, but it works.
Yeah.
Fuck off. Oh yeah.
Oh?
So what?
were-
The wind and the boats became the demon? The sea itself turned on you? After you had captured the wind? You got me. You actually startled me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Could you don't? Okay. Okay, so now hang on. Now we climb. Now we climb this one in order to offset the weight. In order to go up, up. There we go.
And then you'll get his attention.
Thanks. Fuck you. It's your own fault, bird. I'm sure there's nothing at all to be worried about, that all of these little moving blocks sealing back the storm look like skulls.
No. No. Nothing at all.
That couldn't possibly be very relevant.
No.
Hi. Underneath. This one's gonna throw me down.
It sure is.
Yep. Just... Punk. Oh, never mind. Nailed the dismount. Okay, so now the superstorm is back. All 3 windmills have been disabled. I hope that's good.
It doesn't seem like it.
It doesn't seem good in the grand scheme, no. Like, it's warding off the bird, but it kinda seems like this might be an enormous mistake. How do I get down? Stairs. What was that noise? I was expecting to land and roll. I forgot that there was a little bit of water there.
Oh, right, you have to go out a different way.
This is not the way. What?
Just, that's the kind of walk I was doing when I had to take a bath. On my way back, when I had to take a bathroom break during physical therapy. Because the coldest part is when you put the suit back on. Hello?
What is that, Precious?
Don't know. Don't like that. Stop it.
Something else is breaking out of here, isn't it?
Seems like it.
So now back to the... Oh, yep, there are a whole bunch of people... Okay, real quick. There are a whole bunch of people gathered at the end of that where that bird was.
Ah.
So indeed, probably these people, because the bird statues and the like white pillars and so on are very different building styles. These people, the shades, worshipped the birds. And I'm just going to call them what they are, the colonizers showed up and paved over everything, captured the energy of the storm with their windmills, and built their shit, which eventually backfired and crumbled.
Yeah, it's totally not exactly what's happening right now.
Yeah. At least that's just my guess. Because again, I'm operating entirely off of the fact that the shades appear to be scared of us. Also, I'm referring to them as shades because I played Hades, and they seem vaguely shady.
They also look like especially in movement, they look like the shades from Dragon Age.
Yeah.
The way they almost swim when they move.
Yeah. Hello.
Oh.
Oh, I could have just picked those up?
Oh.
Well,
Neat.
now I feel like a chump. I've been missing a lot of those, haven't I?
Yeah.
Assuming those discs are displayed in order. There's probably 5 per chapter. Or, 4 per chapter for 5 total discs. Which I suppose does neatly give me an estimate of how far along I am.
They didn't all have the same number of pieces either, though.
Did they?
No.
I didn't notice.
One of them only had 2.
Oh.
There you go.
Out into the woods. Hope I don't Light myself on fire in an iceberg later.
What?
Frankenstein.
Okay.
Specifically, the lyrics from Brian David Gilbert in the Man After Midnight.
Oh, okay.
I've caught up with the fox. This is adorable. Oh, never mind. Goodbye. The human has caught up with me. Time to fucking teleport. I don't think the game was very fond of me doing that. Yeah. Wait. No. Hello?
Looks like there's one way up. It's right there.
Oh. Oh, it's the king's face.
Hmm.
Okay, but why is there a route down? No. No reason. Kaboom! Alright. Nico. Let's go bowling. Really? Lightning, 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 lightning. Oh, I am actually in control of this. I should not have rolled. And then a bolt of lightning. Okay, we return to this puzzle. Yeah. I already figured it out. And then the bird showed up. Ooh, lore stairs. So we had following the fox. Now we've had bolting the bird. So probably some kind of, like, time loop or our own history kind of deal, given that these are already written down. That thing that just happened already written down. Oh, this is going to be gorgeous. So each chapter begins with one of these hallways. Welcome to the forest.
Plane crash.
Maybe? Do I have... Oh, I do. Oh, I'm back on board this.
Oh.
So that was all a vision of the storm. Now it's the sea again. Now we are shiny. Now, as foretold, the back of this boat becomes a monster, right?
It looked like in that painting, the back of the boat was where the bird landed.
Hi. Doing every one of these large areas this gorgeously on a single loading screen is
Impressive.
pretty good. Pretty good.
Did these guys make other games?
I don't actually know who makes this, so I can't answer that right now.
Because it's reminding me a whole lot of... I'm assuming The Last Guardian is very after this, but I don't remember when that came out or when this came out. I'm seeing a lot of very good similarities. Blue fire on the right and orange on the left.
Hmm. But what's in here? The same place, but... Wait.
Wait a minute.
Oh, yeah!
Oh?
Damn it.
Hmm? What's up?
I'm a sucker for this shit. Not that shit.
You've fallen.
For it once again.
Oh fuck, I can't believe you've done this.
So does this one go to the other side, despite me not going upstairs at all?
Yes.
Cute. Very cute game.
Yeah, what if you go up to the other side over here? Oh?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so the whole thing with this area is that it's, like, looping on itself in different ways, right?
Seems like it.
So this is just going to be an infinite hallway, and one of these pools is probably something I can dive into, if I had to guess. Actually, wait. There's the loop point. I can see it. It's poorly spliced in this particular instance. If you look at the ground...
Oh.
There we go. Ooh, what's this?
Oh.
Ah, yes, I know how to soothe your baby.
Ah, my sweet child. I will lull you to sleep, my sweet boy.
Dr. Doom toots as he pleases. Do not toot it.
Toot.
Do not funge it.
This is where the funge begins.
You fucked up, King.
Ah. Oh?
Clusters.
Say that again?
Crystals.
Okay, sure.
Clusters. What?
No.
No?
No.
So wait, is this the same pool? No.
Suffocation. No breathing.
I'm very clearly breathing.
Not for long if you don't find enough of those bubbles.
Yeah? You're right. I forget where exactly I picked up clusters instead of crystals.
Well, those clusters of crystals, so
That might be it.
probably something to that effect.
Personally, I blame the Canadians.
Any specific ones, dear, that you may be thinking of?
Oh god. Oh god. Get in the bubble. There we go. Get in the booble. Ah. I do hope the underwater one isn't looping on itself as well. I don't think so.
No, this seems to be different.
I have not noticed a splice point. That's a giant... Oh, no, it's not. Okay. I just saw the one hole in that, and I thought it was a giant face.
Huh.
Which we could only see one eye of.
Oh, hello.
Hi! Are you in my way this time?
Yes.
You are. That's actually a fairly faithful reproduction of that with that filter, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
Bop. Oh. Okay.
Got bad news for you, friends.
Me too, man. Oh. Because it was burning the bark away from that as well. That's some concentrated sunlight. Or concentrated light.
Oh, more, Oh!
Oh, no!
Okay.
That's bad. Those
So-
ones are angry.
They're actually powerful in the shade. Because, like, the last time we saw these ash statues, they crumbled and just kind of poofed in the sun.
The mural.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't touch any more of those.
No. Normal man. Oh, it is that this hole is made for me, creature, isn't it? That's upsetting.
Yeah. Behold, a man. Oh no.
I don't know, they just kind of have smoke down there. I don't know if they count as bipedal.
Cumulopedal.
Yeah. Ooh, what's all this then? Make it, make it, make it, make it, make it, make it. Oh, thank God. Fox.
Friend?
Sure is a whole lot of those dudes.
Yeah.
Foxel. Oh, hello. Yeah. I'm poking at things. Breaking pots, etc. That's the thing that you do in these games.
Not enough time, hurry.
Well,
Ledge.
God damn it. Ah, so there is. I'm very bad at noticing those. Thank you.
Which is weird for you. Not noticing things.
I'm working on it, Foxel. Oh.
Oh?
Yeah.
Okay.
What? Hey, friend. Wait. Is it enough of a light source for me to just, like...
Doesn't
No.
look like it.
Right! It has an
Oh.
alternate function.
Okay.
Okay, so those explode into No, because that panel is already showing the moon, so it's in shadow. They explode into light. No, pick... Stop. Pick it up. Stop it.
It's gotta be in the light.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, I see what you mean. Right. Why did I think that was going to work?
You were thinking of sound physics and not
Yep.
light.
Sounding on the brain again.
Anyway, speaking of urethral discomfort, I need to pee.
Alright. It's a fuck of a segue.
It sure is. Piss!
Make way for it. Oh. Maybe I shouldn't have done that? Hello, fox. Fox, 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 fox. Adorable fox. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so the singular orb will power up a tower, and... What the fuck are all of those? Are those all, like... Are those all the time control spheres? Oh, wait. These are things on legs. Oh, dear. Uh-huh. You don't just get to, like, fucking surprise me with, oh yeah, there were mechs once. Wait, what? Uh-oh. Enemy? Ally? Neither? I can climb its legs, though. Fucking slow down. Let me climb you. So this will end up repelling the dudes, huh? Oof. Hello? Wait, is that us again? Take ball, put ball on thing. New creature. Lots of creatures. I'm not large enough to take that ball. Well, now I know what those are statues of, and I don't like it. Time to create some more? Question mark? Hello, mushroom. God, this game is gorgeous. Please don't collapse another bridge. Oh. Oh dear. Hello. Goodbye. Please fuck off. Oh no. Nope. 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 Cease suck. Cease, suck, also eat shit. Oh, there was another pedestal of them in here. Well, fine. Oh. Can I wake the... Uh-oh. Oh, hey. Why doesn't that count? Why doesn't that count? Pick up the ball. Shout. Shout. Let it all out. There we go. Wake up. Nope. Okay, so they don't stay evaporated forever. And in fact, come back in relatively quick fashion. And are very angry indeed at us. Ooh, that's a lot of you. Can't help but notice that there's even more of you around. Haha. This one's regenerated nearly immediately. Whoa. Am I meant to go this way? Am I lost? Maybe slightly lost. Oh wait, no. I've just had a terrible idea. Or a premonition, I guess. I have to wake up one of these things and then escort mission it all the way back through here, don't I? Well, that's gorgeous. As with lots of things, that's frickin' gorgeous. Don't shatter that man. But I don't see much other way forward. Unless I can climb that? Can I climb this? No. Help? Okay. Now what? Oh. Always miss that somehow. So indeed, another one of those towers controls the big dinguses. Hey, Fox. Ooh, those doors over there look important and also damaged, which worries me. That worries me a lot, actually. Already working on it, Foxo. What? I'm here. Stop your barking. Good heavens, this is about to be very involved. Okay, so I need a key and also a ball. And this is an airlock for which I also need a ball. Can I, like, sidle my way up that screw? No? Okay. And I can't go that way without the aid of one of the big dudes. So 3 of 4 possible directions are borked. Where are you? Wait activated. Aha! A timer dingus. Oh no! Oh. Whoa. Okay. An elevator. I was not expecting an elevator. Much less an elevator that fucking quick. Oh, and this is a selector for which door I want to be in. Okay. Well, at the moment I'm limited to one of these two, so I'll take this one. Haha, surprise. Another quick flowering tree. This one being full of leg thing. Or ball generator? I don't know what that is exactly. What purpose do you serve? What purpose do you serve, tree? And there's that key that I need. Yay! There's a very, very quick little transport there. Alright. Now we go into there. And, wake up whatever the hell's stuck in the tree. Which I'm thinking generates orbs. Way to walk into a wall. Either generates orbs or just is one of those leggy things. Unclear which. Generates... Wait. Maybe. This is a new kind of orb. Oh, that's distressingly biological. Also, we've killed the tree again. I think that's a baby, one of the leggy dudes. Which is a distressing concept, in that that would mean that they can grow. So... ball-powered airlock. See if it works with different balls. Spooge orb, that sure is a... Thanks. I don't like that. Oh, wait, I know where this goes. No, no I don't. It doesn't go back over there. Not quite sure what purpose that serves then. If I can't get it back over this hump... Can I jam the door with it? Can I jam the door with it in order to carry my ball friend? What was that audio spike? That was weird. And annoying. Alright, ball man. Come with me. Which, of course, I don't want to do, so take that back off of there now that the vines are fungled. Oh, hi! Sure is an eclipse right now. Or nearly. There are a lot of layers to this fucking place. I'm a little confused. Oh, there's a ball pedestal. Wait. Is this how we make them bigger? It sure is. So now it's bigger and it's on top of a block. This is step 2 of the thing that was told to us. And this goes along these tracks to somewhere. There, probably. That's a lot of light. Oh. And with that complicated light, we grant this weird fucking thing consciousness? Yup. That's weird. That's so weird. Hello, ball. We're going on an adventure. Oh, goodbye. I mean, you're going on an adventure, I guess. You're going on some kind of assembly line. Ah, your legs are over there. So many troubling sentences all at once. Hate that. Thanks, Techno. Wait. What's that actually going to set off? Oh, I didn't even see that. Magic magnet. Magnet. Wait, no, that's just magnet, but said differently. Congratulations, Jules. You just spelled magnet, but said it wrong. Your elevators are just teleports, so the light went away immediately. Okay, time to make a thing. Neat. Sure is. Now, I can't help but notice that you want me to have a box up here. This is profoundly weird. Have some additional power! Not quite sure what I expected that to do, but that wasn't it. Hi, I've created a man. Behold, a man. It is featherless and it is bipedal.
It certainly is.
I don't know what to do with it.
Well, first you have to make it a real man. You have to give it anxiety.
Yeah. So I need to get that upstairs somehow. To do that... Or wait, does it come to the light? Is that what this is about?
It looks like, perhaps.
Don't offer it the light. Lead it with the light. Yeah. Awesome. Flawless teleport. Definitely a believable instantaneous elevator. Alright, so that opens the big door for Ballman to walk through. Camera, please. Okay, so now it has gone somewhere this way.
Mm-hmm.
And I have the leading light. The light no longer helps me. Thump, 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 thump. Oh, okay. For a moment I thought I was wrong. Didn't want to work at first. I certainly didn't think I'd ever be doing ball stream again. But I guess here we are.
And here we are.
Onward, ball man. Alright, lead on. I guess you know where you're going now, somehow. So... Aha. I don't know how I directed you to do that, but you figured it out. Jump.
Oh,
Oh, hi. And so now it knows how to deflect all those dudes, I guess. Please open this with your face. No. Okay. It really looks like that face hole would just click onto the center of the door, you know?
It does.
Wait, is this that same courtyard we were just in? No. Different one. Similar tree in the middle. I'll take my way, you take your way. Or not. Wait. No. Hello. There we go. Found my way. Shh. Unfound my way. That's upsetting. Dang it. Ah. This time, this away. I really am gonna need you to stop calling it the Spooge Orb, even if it's correct.
What?
You missed this thing being birthed from a tree with lots of goo in it. It just kind of pulled out the orb, and all of this fell out after it. Hence, Spooge Orb. Okay, 1 foot for each hole.
Okay.
Well, I really thought that I would have to be, like, guiding this and running a, aiming cannon. No, I thought I'd be having to run, like, an escort mission this whole fucking time, but, if it's on just kind of piloting itself, then that's also cool.
And then it howls.
It howled at the tower that oversees everything.
Seems like a decent stopping point.
Yeah?
At least for me.
No, that's fair. I kind of figured I would need to be stopping soon also, but I don't know how much more of this chapter there is. Like, if it's literally just the one walk back through this chasm with this guy, then maybe then. Because, like, it's me, this thing, and the fox now, so, like...
Yeah? Uh-oh. Oh no. he don't know where to go now.
Fucking pick it up. Okay. I know exactly where to go. Through.
Careful, Gordon.
So indeed, in addition to large and heavy and intelligent, the orb on the top amplifies the radius of this quite significantly.
Neat.
Yeah.
And another for the road.
Well, another 4 exactly here.
Yeah.
It is more like it's escorting me, isn't it? This is where we're going, isn't it? Yeah. And this is what causes the bridge to collapse, isn't it? Just gonna make sure I'm... Nope. Okay. Look, as much as this game has liked dropping me off of bridges...
No, I don't blame you.
And so we return to this room, where you notice your fallen comrade. Upsetting. Wait, where are you going? Where are you going?
Where are you going?
I need... I thought I needed you to get through that room. Well, now it's going to witness all of its fallen comrades.
Oh no.
Okay. I was thinking for a second there that as it came to terms with, boy, there are a whole lot of dead me, we were going to have ourselves like
A bad time?
like Iron Giant sees the toy gun, where it's just like, I am a peaceful robot with an enormous eye. Never mind, the eye is a laser.
I am a peaceful robot and I just want to kill you.
Hey, friend. Follow ball. Yep, yep. Oh. I understand. Okay, stay there. Please, please stay there. Now stop staying there. Yes. Don't roll off this bridge. Okay. What's this way? Some weird camera shit is this way. This feels like a way I'm meant to go. Please. Stressful platforming. Stressful platforming, and I can't actually see where the dick I'm trying to go. Oh, hi.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
hold on.
Okay, but how do I actually get back the hell over there? Oh, I see. I bungled it slightly. Oh no, there's the orb thing. Never mind, I can just pick one of those up again. No, don't follow orbs. Stay where you are. Okay, so now that lines up for the perspective shenanigan thingy.
Yeah.
This re-extends the stairs. Ball man is still standing on the other thing. And now... do I get to make a big ball out of this? Yeah. Alright, so now I need to get another ball to guide the thingy over with me. I believe. Follow. There we go. Continue, follow. Now what happens if I give it all of this extra power? Oh. Oh, never mind. All of this extra power revives the rest of them. I'm sure this won't be bad. I'm sure these aren't Breath of the Wild's guardians that are just going to turn on me now that I've activated them.
Oh no. Some of them definitely look worse for wear.
Yeah. Definitely a little sad for all those. I mean, yes, they seem rather ambivalent, but like... The Guardians also seemed to be on the Hylian side originally. What?
Oof.
What did you... What?
I've never played Breath of the Wild.
Oh. Well, spoilers, I guess.
But also, yeah, what if they're suddenly not ambivalent?
Wait. Oh, you just got back here first, I guess. Alright. Onward! Oh, that is indeed the engraved staircase up there, so... Whatever it is that we were meant to have been doing, we've done it. Oh. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Any of you going, oh, there's a whole bunch now. We have revived the entire network.
Powering on.
I don't know if that's better. Yeah, out of the forest, these things. Please don't be a time loop. Please don't be a time loop. Because if it's a time loop, that means I'm reactivating the things that bring about the end of civilization. But also, how would these be carved already, if it weren't a time loop? Oh, yeah.
Spooky.
Spooky.
Hello.
Yeah, it's our friends. Well, the ball men. Don't be a time loop. I don't want this to be bad news. Hey, it's our friends! Also, if this is like a warp for us, what's going to happen to them? Are they also walking into the wherever the hell we're going?
Mm-hmm.
No idea. Regardless, that's the end of the chapter again. So, ugh. After this little cutscene, I'm going to call it.
Is that my dad?
Oh, we have control here. Did you say, Dad?
Hey.
Are these QTEs? What's in the basket? Oh no. Oh, that is a bearded face. That's the king.
Oh, it's a time loop.
Maybe. Okay. That is rain and a procession of those little squeedly goobs. Oh. Wait. No, they did walk. Huh? Are those flashbacks or what?
I think they're flashbacks.
But how are these here then?
I don't know. They were rather vague drawings on those staircases.
I suppose. So there's just a whole ton. Oh, I have control. I thought that was a cutscene happening. Oh, yeah.
Alright.
Huh. I am amused and enthralled and deeply confused. Oh. Oh, dear.
Lullaby?
There's a lot of things that I do not have.
Wait, play?
No, I don't
Oh.
have any segments of the lullaby. Okay.
And the little fox thing you found was one of the
But
toys.
didn't know that I could pick up. Yeah. Okay. Neat. Well, we'll show those off at some point, probably. What a weird game.
Yeah.
Cool game. Weird game. Both of these can be true. Both of them are true. All right. Well, thank you all for hanging out. Thank you especially. You said you were going to only stick around for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Love you.
Love you.
I have overtired you, though.
No, I just couldn't pull myself away from this.
Oh.
It's a very interesting game.
Well, I'm very sorry then.
For
for
my lack of self-control?
Kinda. Yeah, that's a silly apology now, isn't it? They're all silly apologies.
But that one especially.
That one especially.
Oh, I'm sorry that you couldn't bring yourself to stop watching this. I am still attached to this.
Oh. I suppose I would have hit a snag eventually and then realized why. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Well, that was charming, and I look forward to the next one of it. And whatever the damn ass hell is happening in that universe. For now, though, that's going to do it. Tomorrow, if everything goes according to plan, will be Friday Night Magic session number 64.
Hell yeah.
So join me for wizard nonsense. Let's see. Let me peek in at one of my streamer friends, see if he's wrapping up or what. I'll be right back with you. Nope, he is also wrapping up, so it would be very poor form to raid him. Got it. One more person to check. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go bother Tenshio again. They were playing Fez yesterday, playing Fez again. Yesterday was platformers, this one's puzzlers. Fez is both of those. Let's do that. Yeah, as per usual, grab one of these on our way out for the raidening. I don't have any real other housekeeping besides the schedules and shambles, whatever. We'll see you when we see you. Join the Discord, follow the channel. The huge engage the algorithm. Yeah. Have a lovely night, everybody. Goodbye. Wait. That button's not that, is it?
No.
Is it?